Hello, I'm Lauren Taylor in Washington with top stories on Al Jazeera. Kyrgyzstan's President Kurmanbek Bakiev says he will not step down following Wednesday's violent protests, which forced him to flee the capital. In his absence, opposition leaders have set up what they're calling an interim government in Bishkek, and have secured the backing of Russia. They say they'll hold fresh elections in 6 months. But President Bakiev, who remains in hiding in the country's south, insists he is still Kyrgyzstan's legitimate leader.
I had to leave because they were trying to kill me. If they had achieved that aim, the consequences would have been awful. I am the elected president. The elections were 8 or 9 months ago, and 89% of the people voted for me. Just 9 months ago. So how can people change their minds so sharply in such a short period of time?
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has cancelled plans to attend US President Barack Obama's nuclear summit in Washington next week. Netanyahu's decision was confirmed by an Israeli government official who gave no reason for the cancellation. Leaders from nearly 50 countries are expected to attend the summit. The agenda is expected to include talks on how to secure loose nuclear material. Meanwhile, Russia and the United States have signed a new pact to reduce their nuclear arsenals. The possibility of further sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program was also discussed at the meeting in Prague. Over the next 7 years, the former Cold War foes will shrink the number of warheads they have stockpiled to just over 1,500 each. Now, it's thought 200 people may have been buried by a landslide in Brazil after it tore through a slum outside Rio de Janeiro. Some 200 mudslides have hit the Rio area since Monday, after the worst rains in 40 years. Pakistan's parliament has unanimously voted to limit key presidential powers inherited from the former military ruler Pervez Musharraf. Under the new measures, President Asif Ali Zardari will no longer be able to dismiss elected governments or appoint military chiefs and judges. Supporters say that the bill, which still needs approval from the upper house, will strengthen parliamentary democracy. More on our website, aljazeera.net/English. Bye for now.